What is up, YouTube? So I wanted to kind of throw up a different video on my channel, just something that's not like workouts and whatever. And so I thought this would be a great idea. It's kind of an introduction as well to my buddy, one of my good buddies who I've met down here, Dan Rockwell. And it's kind of funny how he always, I don't know, I've always met really, really good friends in the gym. I don't know, they always like to joke about gym bros and whatever, but so I was going to Independence Gym in South Scottsdale a couple months after I moved down here to Arizona. And I remember like hearing about Dan. I know he was like big on social media and all this stuff. I remember like seeing him one day, and I think I kind of went up and approached him. And I think what kind of made us kind of mesh really well was, again, like natural bodybuilding is such a small, or like such a, like you think of like bodybuilding being more small, and then you make it even smaller when you like narrow it down to like you're into natural bodybuilding and you do the bodybuilding naturally without taking any sort of enhancements or steroids or whatever. You're gonna really narrow down the field. So I think we had that in common, and I think he kind of was like, oh damn, like I think he kind of felt kind of alone in Scottsdale being a natural bodybuilder, and so we kind of meshed really well with a lot of like similarities and stuff like that, and just started hanging out as friends. And what's really cool is like, again, Dan's really big on social media, on Instagram, and so he got a chance to get a free cruise. They had a whole entire fitness cruise. This was back in, I think, January 21st is when we went. It was called WOD on the Waves. So this company, you know, brought on a bunch of fitness influencers to help promote this cruise, which is really smart. And so Dan had two free tickets. So he had like a free ticket plus with a plus one. And so I got a chance to go with him. I had never been on a cruise before. And so we flew to Miami, and then went from Miami to the Bahamas. And I just kind of wanted, this video is just kind of like my first cruise experience. I want to throw in some stories and some clips that I got from the trip. But yeah, I mean, it was my first cruise. I will admit, I was very scared about being seasick, and I didn't know if I was going to throw up or whatever. I remember a time when I was in Mexico when I was a kid, and I went on a small little boat on the ocean with my family, and I remember me, my sister, and my dad all ended up throwing up and had to get off the boat. So I kind of had that fear in my head that, oh God, I hope I'm not going to get sick. But I know you take some certain things for that anyways. But yeah, so it was definitely an experience. I'm going to show some videos of kind of our little, whatever, your stateroom or whatever. It's, you know, back to sleeping on twin-sized beds. You know, very small rooms. The one thing about this trip was kind of a letdown. It was very windy. So every time you went on the deck, it was just like your hair is like all fucking everywhere and stuff. And it was just almost like, I don't know, it kind of ruined it a little bit just because it was so windy. And then even the day that we had at the Bahamas, it was almost just annoyingly windy. So, and even worse, because of weather conditions, we only got to go to Nassau, Bahamas. We were supposed to go somewhere else, kind of another island thing in the Bahamas that looked even better than Nassau. And because of weather conditions, we didn't get to go there. Again, not complaining because it was a free trip, but still, like, you want to make the most, you know, your first time in the Bahamas. My first time in the Bahamas, I wanted to go check out, you know, all the coolest areas of the Bahamas, the white sand beaches and all that stuff. And we didn't get to do that. So kind of spent a lot more time on the ship. You know, as far as, it was a fitness cruise, so everybody was like working out in the workout area, which not really the best. I'll show some clips here at the gym, but again, not the best facility for working out, you know. And it'd get really, really busy in the small little tiny freeway area that we had. But as far as like activities, there was always things going on. They had comedy events. They had so many things going on at night that me and Dan were slacking on. We weren't really like itinerary people, so we were very behind the times. And one of the worst things that we did was we were eating upstairs in this kind of more like cafeteria. Like, it was like decent food. We didn't realize that we could be eating in the nice like area where you get like freaking steak and chicken and like more like fancier, you know, people are dressing up type places. It took us like 2 days to realize where that was, and why are we not eating there? So yeah, so again, we kind of, you know, we're a little behind on things, but I don't know, sometimes I just think if I had to pay to go on this cruise. I don't know, I kind of feel like I'd rather be a person that, if I was going to like the Bahamas, I feel like, I don't know, I'd maybe rather pay the money to like go and stay at a resort than be on a cruise. And again, that's just based on my, you know, my one experience on a cruise. And I kind of feel like the wind and all that stuff kind of like made it not as great for me. And also too, we paid, one of the worst things, so I think we paid like $150 for upgraded Wi-Fi to try to document, you know, both of us on social media trying to get stories and stuff. And the Wi-Fi was horrible. It like never worked. And we spent the extra $150 to do that. So that was a huge letdown, was the Wi-Fi. So again, I just kind of want to switch up, you know, throw something different at you guys. I'll show you some stories from the clips. We have a funny little clip of sneaking some tequila on the cruise. So enjoy, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Please tell us the best tips on how to sneak alcohol onto a cruise, because we're coming up with a creative idea, but we don't know if it's going to work. Dan?
All right, guys, so just to keep
Step
it
one.
Okay, so we're emptying the jug of protein. Then we're putting the tequila in like 2 Ziploc bags, you know, to make sure it's secure. Putting the tequila in the bottom of this protein, and then putting the protein back in. So this will be like, all right, so there we go.
Hey, give me another bag.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
I'm gonna let the air out. Hold on.
Yeah, let the air out.
Got the whole fifth of tequila in here, and we're putting it in the protein jug. Look at this, you guys, with the protein. Oh my gosh. There it is. The Mariner of the Sea. That again? What do we got to do?
We just gotta slide it in.
Oh, just got to slide it in. Give you guys a little tour of the stateroom. If you need to find us, back off. This is a little patio balcony out here. Got a couple chairs and a table. You go into the room. You got 2 probably twin-sized beds in here side by side, so you're very close to your friend there. And then, excuse the mess, you guys. You got a little couch right here. Then you're gonna have a little desk set up here. You have a mini fridge down here. Got a smaller TV. Let's check out our full bar. Plenty of wine, plenty of vodka, and then we do have some tequila as well. Got your full selfie mirror here, and then you got some closet space in here, and then this takes you right into your bathroom. Got your toilet down there, got your sink, and then this is the funny part, this dome shower here. Very small shower, not much room for extra activities. If you catch my drift here, I'd probably just only fit, you know, yourself in there. But yeah, just a little tour of our stateroom. Getting alcohol on a cruise thing is interesting to me because people act like it's so hard, but I literally had 2 little Tito's vodka shooter things in my little carry-on bag that went through the security checkpoint, and it was never the cruise gym here. Looks pretty small. We're gonna have to make it work. Got the free weight dumbbells over here. A lot of machines, huh? Get it.
You got me. Damn, Dan's got my mic like that.
Oh, got more little. There you go. So you guys can kind of see here. Cruise, little chicken teriyaki wraps, some like ham sandwiches, some cookies. Daniel's carving up. The tequila plan worked. So they didn't take it away. If you guys need any ideas on hiding your tequila, get a protein tub, Put it in there, some Ziploc baggies. Thing you'll never see Con doing cardio. Dan's into it. The craziest thing though, hold on, is you're doing cardio and you're feeling like the waves. Not a bad view out here. First time in the Bahamas, out in the sun, loving life. That action. I got some color today, that's for sure. More redness. Got another cruise liner behind us here. Check this out though. Little sunset action out here.
People dress up.
No, testosterone is going to have the greatest effect on overall sex drive.
Put this in for like a YouTube video.
Same with any androgen value. Your DHT.
There's some couple arguing last night.
Oh yeah. Next door.
Oh yeah.
There was an epic fight last night.
From what we
Like,
gathered,
this girl
she
cheated.
caught him cheating on her.
His sunglasses, so instead he's doing the bird box challenge on the beach.
It's so sweet too.
So he doesn't have the glare of the sun. Drinking.
Mango coladas.
Dan?
It's one of the best things I've ever had.
It's world famous. It's Marshall.